You know, when you have a woman that is going nuts on you because you want to play Call of Duty, guess what? Try not playing Call of Duty.
Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer. Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer. Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer. And what he do? And it's gonna react to all the self-snitching.
Hi, this is Bruce Rivers. Welcome to another fun-filled episode of Criminal Lawyer Reacts. I'm Bruce Rivers, coming to you with my pearl-handled pistol cufflinks, so graciously gifted to me by our former content genius that you knew as Michael Rivers, God rest his soul. Today we're reacting to the preferential treatment that a cop gets during his own arrest. This is brought to you by Ewu, Explore With Us. So give them some love. We have reacted to some of their videos throughout the years, and they're a great partner of ours. But before we get, not partner, but, you know, we have a lot of respect for them. But before we get to that, this is brought to you by AskALawyer.com. AskALawyer.com is a very effective way to get a legal opinion from a licensed attorney for just about anything. So let's say you're a cop and you get arrested and you need some advice. Guess what? $49 is a cheap way to get some good advice so you know that you're fucked. Pardon my French. Actually, I'm not supposed to really swear during their ads. Or if you have a landlord-tenant issue, if you have any kind of legal issue, go to AskALawyer.com. It's only $49. You do get a real lawyer. Or if you want to do your own research, go to AskALawyer.com, and they have an AI component trained on all the laws of the 50 nifty United States and the federal statutes. So go to AskALawyer.com. Same people that brought you eForm and eSign. Very reputable place, and they're long-standing supporters of the channel. So I love them. You got to love them too. So come along with me, and they're really supporting us a lot. So appreciate AskALawyer.com. Okay, this is a cold reaction, so I have no idea what I'm going to see. So here we go. Without further ado, cop gets special treatment during his own arrest.
As a cop, you're a woman beater and a child beater. He manhandled me, choked me, threw me against the back of the thing.
He was arrested in Pennsylvania for this. I don't know how he became a cop.
When you shoved her?
I never shoved her.
Oh, you were just closing the door?
When a Florida woman claims that her boyfriend hurt her during an argument, the allegations only grow more disturbing when it's revealed that he's a police officer.
So let me tell you something about cops. And I know a little bit about this because my father-in-law, back when I married Michael's mother, was a cop in New York. And he was a badass. Nobody told him what to do or how to do it. And he was abusive. He was controlling. Now, I'm not saying all cops are like this. But the people who have this in them to put their hands on a woman do so because they are control freaks. And then they think that because they know all the other cops, that they're not going to get in trouble. And it used to be that you get pulled over as a cop, you would have special treatment. You know, you'd say, okay, look, you know, we'll see you. Just get home and no one will say anything. Or, oh, okay, don't worry, we're not going to bust your balls. Just get home and we'll see you later. Doesn't happen like that anymore.
As she turns to his work colleagues for help, a critical question arises. Will his badge shield him from the consequences?
Yep. You know, once you dial 911, you just about ruin the guy's career. So.
Right.
The following report is based on
You ruin a guy's career. I mean, how about don't put your fucking hands on a woman? You know? But is that stick that she whips out something that she knows that she can get to him, you know, because it would end his career?
Official police records, and the footage has never been seen before until now. Please note that all persons charged with a crime are presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty in a court of law. When police in Daytona Beach, Florida, respond to a domestic disturbance call on December 15, 2023, they quickly realize that the alleged victim is in a particularly vulnerable state.
Lou, you mind stepping out? Does he know you called us?
Yeah.
Where's he at?
In the room. He locked himself in the room.
Okay, what's going on? Come step over here.
We just got into an argument because I asked him to help him out with my son.
And I'm pregnant. I'm about 4 months pregnant.
With his baby? Or?
With his child.
Okay.
And I asked him, I said, can you please get off the phone with your friends? It's just it's petty little arguments, but he kept trying to shove me out of the room, close the door on me. And I asked him, please don't do that. My son was right there. I had my parents come and pick up my son. My mom's not
How long
here.
ago did it happen?
Just probably about 30 minutes
Do you
ago.
have marks on you?
Yeah, back here.
Are you able to lift it or
I don't
from
wanna,
the side? Or?
I don't know. I don't want to do it out here with the neighbors around.
What's his first name?
Ray.
Ray?
Ray
Can I go inside?
Of course.
Can you just step over here?
So it's kind of embarrassing when you're a cop and you have people come to your job. I mean, he's got to be thinking, oh, fucking A. Now look what I have to deal with.
You need to step over here with one of these officers.
Where are your marks at? You mind if I see? I got you. And you said this is from him shoving you?
Yeah, my son saw
I'm
it.
sorry, I don't mean to be intrusive.
No, it's okay.
Let's say he's not a cop. Guess what would happen? Just on her word alone, 9 times out of 10, they would pick him up and just arrest him just straight away.
10-15?
Felony battery, pregnant person?
Okay. She's got marks?
Oh, yeah.
While few police cases are completely straightforward, this one includes a unique complication.
Is it Rayshawn? Yeah.
The woman's boyfriend is Rayshawn McGrew, an officer with the very department handling the scene, Daytona Beach Police.
So I'm chilling, man, doing my thing in the room. She come home from running errands. My son, he needy, bro. He want to play. He gonna ask you a million questions. He gonna beg for all day, all night. She come home frustrated. I'm on the phone with my homies. We finna get on Call of Duty. She like, can you sit in here with him while I wrap Christmas presents? I'm like, yeah. She like, you know what? I'ma just leave so I can cause he keep me irritating. She like, I'ma just leave cause I can't focus.
He's irritating her?
Yeah, she was irritated from him from earlier. So I get him in the room. I bring her like one of his little games. I'm like, let's play a game in here. And she like, she come to the door like screaming and yelling and stuff. So now he getting riled up, antsy or whatever. I'm like, you say you want to go so you can, you know what I'm saying, do what you got to do.
Cases. I just hate domestic. And the reason I hate him is because the guys are never wrong. They never did anything wrong. They're always cheap. They always think that they shouldn't be there, shouldn't cost them any money. And generally they have a history of this stuff, putting their hands on a woman. So I don't like domestic cases.
And get your alone time, so just go ahead and leave.
Right.
Now she's screaming, going off and all this. So I get up. I'm like, I'm not finna argue. I swear, I get up. Like, I'm not finna argue with you. I close the door. She tried to open the door. Now I'm locking the door. Like, yo, you doing too much. She trying to stick her body inside. I'm like, bro, what are you doing, bro?
Rayshawn reveals he recorded a video as his girlfriend was calling her parents, and the audio demonstrates how heated things became before police arrived.
So the cops really can't sit here and weigh the credibility of either person. Can they or can they? I mean, they have to make sense, don't they? And generally speaking, though, if they come to your house, the man's almost always the one to get arrested.
Mommy, you're going to peace.
Yeah. Daddy's going to jail.
Baby, Mama, baby, do like that.
Can you send Dad to come pick just threw me around? And I have marks all over me, and he just choked me while I was pregnant.
He just choked me while I was pregnant. Now, if the cops get some information from her that, so far you haven't heard her say anything to the cops about being choked.
Because he doesn't want to hear that. He's on the phone with his friends, and that I need help. And I told him that he doesn't need to be on the phone 24/7 while I'm doing everything, but he can't ever help with nothing but besides be on the phone when she's on the phone with his friends right now, talking about me and playing the game. Because he can't help the simple things, right? Because he can't ever help with nothing but his own.
So Moose sounds pretty fucking animated that he's a piece of shit and he's not helping me and sitting on the couch playing Call of Duty and blah blah blah. Who's the one that seems amped up?
Then he manhandled me, choked me, threw me against the back of the thing. The back of my head is bleeding, and the whole back of my back is bleeding. You gonna hit my son too? Yeah, okay, I dare you. I dare you. As a cop, you're a woman beater and a child beater. Stay on the phone with your friends.
I will.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna keep recording.
Yeah, keep recording it.
Rule number 1, fellas, don't ever be with a woman that's going to call the fucking cops on you. If the minute she calls the cops, guess what? See you later. I don't want anything to do with you.
Friends. That's all you got in your life. Nothing else.
Ugly ass friends. That's all you got. Nothing. I mean, that's just like 8th grade fighting. You know?
Go be with them. You gotta go be with them. You got nothing else. You gotta be in jail. You gotta be in jail. Hit my head. My ankle is up. And he thinks that this is okay. And I'm not gonna keep letting him get away with all this done.
I don't see any witness.
Cops are used to putting their hands on people. Well, how is so? Well, because they arrest people and they get in fights. People don't like to get arrested, so they resist them. And so they're used to putting their hands on people in a negative way.
Steady's trying to antagonize and do stupid stuff. And her biggest threat every time is, I can get you fired like you. I'm like, call him, Dan, bro. Like, call him. I try to get him everything, bro.
That one time you can't do it.
Huh?
That one time you can't do it.
Give people everything, bro. All I do is go to work, come home, hop on my game, play with my son.
That sucks, man. You trying to throw your career over a disagreement.
So I don't know. I quit playing video games a long time ago, and I know people still do it when even into their 30s. But it's just a fucking colossal waste of time. Go outside, take your son outside, and walk around.
Talking to the officers inside the house, Rayshawn's girlfriend shares her version of the confrontation's most explosive moments.
Lately, I feel like he feels like he's above things because he's the police lately. So it does aggravate me. I'm not gonna lie, because now in a relationship, like, he tries to shut me out and just push me out with the door. And I said, what you can't do is, one, I'm pregnant. And his friends on the phone even said, don't do that. He goes, bro, I'm not even putting hands on her. And he kept trying to close the door on me and my arm, and I was halfway in it, and my arm and my legs were there.
So it doesn't sound like it sounds like he's trying to get away from her. Doesn't it sound like that?
There. And I said, right? He finally opened the door and he shoved me at first. And I got back up and I was kind of shocked. And
so when that happened, the marks on you, is it because you fell down?
I got up because he threw me first in the hallway right over there. And I kind of went all the way back because he's 6'7". Then I got up right here.
6'7". He's a little dude.
And he shoved me into this. So this ended up breaking, and that's when I hit my head here, hit my arm, and the whole thing came down.
So one of the things you look for with her is there anything to corroborate what she's saying? And she clearly has marks on her, and if there's things that are broken, okay, well, she's got some semblance of corroboration for her statement that he manhandled her.
The police note in their report that they observed a broken bookshelf in the living room.
The video of me yelling after the fact, because now I'm offended that now... Did
anybody else see this?
My son, I have a video of my son saying, Mommy, Daddy did this, black, black, black. Daddy hit you. Daddy did black, black. But he's trying to have a video of me now, because now after the fact, I'm pissed because, I mean, I feel like there should be more decency than this. 1, you're a cop. 2, you just put hands on me. 3, I'm pregnant. And 4, our son is here, and he sees the whole thing.
You never want to get in a fight with a pregnant woman. Just as a general rule of thumb, because guess what? You are not going to be a sympathetic character when you walk into a courtroom. What'd you do? Well, I pushed her. Is she pregnant? Yeah, how far pregnant? Well, she's like 8 months pregnant. Well, you can see that she's pregnant, right? Yeah. So you're going to push her down on her belly and kill the child? You motherfucker, you. No, I'm just joking. But I mean, that's the kind of thing that a judge looks at.
So I did. I started cursing him out. I mean, I didn't hit him back.
It's just him recording her. I don't know how to get this started.
And if your girlfriend's cursing you out and being a complete fucking bitch and pain in the ass, guess what? You don't have the right to put your hands on her. Remove yourself from the situation. Take a deep breath. Go for a run. Go work out. Come back and tell her, I'm just going to go take a breather. We're going to separate for 5-10 minutes, half hour, an hour, 2 days, whatever it takes. And I'll come back and then we'll figure this out.
That's fine. Because I'm calling the police. Call them. Yeah, look, let's take pictures of you just handling me. Oh, look, putting hands on me. Oh, as a cop, you don't know better? You don't know better?
Call whoever you need to call.
And then he locked himself in the room while we were here.
I asked him why he didn't call us. I said, why didn't you call us? He said, because it never gets to this point. He said, we fight all the time. It never gets to this point. That's why I didn't call.
That's fine.
Stop, baby.
Let me have my mom come pick up my son.
In the video, she claims that he was choking her as well.
Meanwhile, Rayshawn's girlfriend and her mom tell police that this isn't the first time they found themselves in this situation.
Has this happened more than once?
Not since he's in the past, yeah, but not since he's
if
been
it's
on the
happened
police
more than
department.
once and it's happening right
He
now,
was
do you
arrested
think
in
it's going to
Pennsylvania
happen?
for this. I don't know how he became a cop.
Okay.
While there is a court record of Rayshawn pleading guilty to a 2021 offense in Pennsylvania, the charge was categorized as a summary count of disorderly conduct.
Do you want to press charges?
Disorderly conduct can be fighting and brawling too.
No. This isn't the Coke shoe or anything like that. You know, things like this may continue. It may get worse, okay?
You're pregnant,
Honest-
and this is how many games he's played since.
Mom, he's the
And we
father
go
of this
all-
baby too.
Just clarifying, you don't want to press charges.
Mom, how can I do that, Mom? He pays for the mortgage here. My house is gonna go into foreclosure. Like, I have to.
You know, that's one of the things that is one of the unintended consequences of a domestic assault, because there's usually a domestic assault no contact order, right? And so he has to go someplace else. And guess what he's not going to do when he's someplace else? I'm not going to pay for your place. I'm not going to, you kick me out of the house, you pay for it. You know, and then all this spiteful shit happens back and forth. And guess who suffers? The child usually is the one that suffers.
I have nowhere to go.
This is the fourth or fifth time he's put hands on you. He's 6'8", and you're 5'2", and you weigh 110 pounds.
This description of their size difference isn't far off. According to the police report, Rayshawn is 6 foot 6 inches tall, while his girlfriend is only 5'5".
She doesn't want to do a rent one, and she didn't want to press charges, but
She was willing to call us and scream all
100%.
over the radio.
100%.
Scream all over the video.
Yep.
You know, once you dial 911, you just about ruin the guy's career. So.
Right. Oh, yeah.
When you shoved her,
I never shoved her.
oh, you were just closing the door?
The door was closed. Like, probably trying to reach in the door and with the door. Probably, I don't know.
All right, 'cause she got a mark on the back of her foot as well.
She got a bunch of.
And then there's a red mark on her neck as well.
Like I said, I didn't touch her at all. I know y'all doing y'all investigation, but I didn't come out that room. I was on FaceTime the whole entire time.
Right.
And I know.
So if he's on FaceTime the entire time, talking to somebody, then that person will be a witness to what happened. And if you're holding your phone, how can you choke? I suppose you can choke somebody with one hand, I guess.
Everything's hot.
Yeah.
You gotta know that. And I'm only asking this because of who it involves.
Yeah.
Any other normal citizen.
And here's the other thing. And I know I'm interrupting this, so sorry about that. But here's the other thing. You know, they talked about her not wanting to file charges. Well, in most jurisdictions, they take that away from whoever is the perceived victim in the case. And they do that because, look, you know, that person can be intimidated later on as a witness, you know, and so it's never up to that person to file charges or not file charges. That's left to the prosecutor. And they do that to take out the intimidation factor. So it's the state that presses charges.
Any other normal citizen that's not law enforcement related would make this arrest every day.
100%.
100%.
Okay. I'm good.
But I'm going to be real with you. You know how these investigations go, and unfortunately, you are going to be placed under arrest right now, okay? So if you can just do me a favor, stand up and just toss the hands behind your back. You need to make your statement and stuff, okay?
Yep.
Rayshawn is put in handcuffs, but not everything about his arrest will follow the typical process.
The car's bigger is the one that we'll put him in.
My Explorer. It's got all the legroom.
At least he's a Prince fan.
And we're not gonna put him in the salad board, and you'll probably just transport him straight out. Oh, it sucks. I never wanted to do like this. Sucks. Not even forget about one of our own. Just
Right.
I feel bad for him. I don't know why I do. I do. Because I know I'm f***ing up his job, his whole career.
This one will affect his career.
Likely.
Yeah, from the police department watching you.
The important people are. The important people that need to be here when something like this happens, yes.
Because he's an officer.
Yes. So hey, this is what's gonna happen with this. I'm gonna transport him. He's gonna stay inside my car. We're not gonna put him inside the wagon or facility or anything like that. He's gonna stay inside of our car until this is done, and then we're gonna take him out there.
Okay.
All right. You're gonna knock this out of the park narrative-wise.
Soon it's time for the officers to transport their coworker to...
So what does that mean? I got to knock this out of the park narrative-wise. That means he's got to make his police report sound as good for his buddy as he can. I don't know.
jail, offering a few pieces of advice along the way.
LT wanted me to tell you that, hey, because you're LEO, they should know that you're LEO, and if they don't, make sure you let them know. But you can also deny to have your photo taken, all right, when you're out there.
LEO is law enforcement officer. So because you're a law enforcement officer, you don't have to have a mugshot taken.
You remember how to get in?
You know what? Up until
I'll force it that way.
You make a right and then check the bottom of the day.
Bro, don't tell me how to get you in there.
That's
The footage is redacted when the officers pull inside the jail facility, but their body cam audio continues to record.
Bro, the biggest thing for you to remember, you know, these people nonstop listen to these calls. Just remember if the judge puts on there or in the morning tells you no contact, whatever.
Do you think he would be giving this advice to just Joe Blow citizen?
Contact, whatever, just make sure you're not contacting this girl. Because that's what'll get you hemmed up. Joe, this is ridiculous.
They gotta clear the
They
whole
got
floor.
we'll have to do this every day though. Like come to this place.
Well, they gotta clear the whole floor, so nobody else could be in there but her. Hey, make sure you tell them no photo.
While it's not clear what will become of Rayshawn after today, one thing is certain about his next shift.
Hey man, I'm not sure if you heard, but McGrew's not gonna be coming in.
Rayshawn McGrew was arrested on suspicion of aggravated battery on a pregnant woman, but the assistant state attorney later chose not to file charges. Iwu contacted the Daytona Beach Police Department and confirmed that McGrew resigned from the agency in April 2024, 4 months after the incident.
So he quit his job, probably because he was going to get fired. When this kind of stuff happens, it affects your work. I remember getting arrested when I was 18 years old. Me and a buddy stole a street sign for a girl's dorm. And so I'm driving around looking for him, and he was the one climbing up the pole, right? And so I'm looking for him, and all of a sudden I get pulled over. I'm like, fuck. And so they tow my dad's car, and they put me in the back of the squad. And I'm sitting there. My dad at the time was a fireman. And so, I'm supposed to go to St. Cloud State, the college, on Monday, or Sunday night. And so am I going to go to jail? What's going to happen to me? And I see on the printout, Dad's not going to be happy. He was a fireman. He operated the mobile command. Firefighters and police officers know each other. Where do you think they go for coffee? I mean, they go to the firehouse for coffee. And so this dispatcher knew who my dad was because he was in charge of the mobile command unit. And so it was just like, fuck. But that was me. I was 18. I didn't have a career. This is a big black mark on his cop record. Now, was it right for her to call the cops? If the mom is right, and this had been like 4 or 5 times, him putting hands on her, she's got to put a stop to it. It just has to end. Yeah, so there's no record of it can't be used later.
Why is that allowed?
I don't know. Generally speaking, if you were going to get your mugshot taken, everybody's got to do that. I can't imagine that you can deny that because it's part of the booking process. I've never even heard of that you can, and maybe it's just because he is a cop that they do that. I do know that the cops' addresses and telephone numbers are all private. So whenever I serve a subpoena on a cop, I do it at the station. I don't go to his home. And guess what? When you have a woman that is going fucking nuts on you because you want to play Call of Duty, guess what? Try not playing Call of Duty. And don't get in a physical altercation with a woman. Walk the fuck away. And sometimes you may not have a choice. She may put your hands on her. Or no, she may put her hands on you. And if she does that, you just walk away. Don't reciprocate. Because there's never a good reason to hit a woman. Period. End of story. And even though he's a cop, he still got arrested. He gave his side of the story, and he still got arrested. The guy always gets it in the end. And so I don't know what happened with this ultimately, because this is my first reaction to this. But domestics are fucking terrible. If you put your hands on a woman, it affects the kid, it affects the woman, and it affects you. All of a sudden you get this order that you can't go home to your own house that you're paying the mortgage on. So guess what? You got to find another place to stay while the thing is pending. And you know what? I'd rather you just roll over, kiss her, and would you like some coffee, babe? How hard is that? And I know I'm making light of it, and that not every situation is simple and easy like this. But conflict resolution shouldn't be that hard. I mean, did you hear her? All you have is these fucking hoe-ass friends, blah, 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 blah. That is like high school arguing. You don't need to call anybody names. If somebody's got an issue, deal with it. Deal with it and get off your ass and be the man you're supposed to be. That's all I got to say about that. So this has been our reaction to cop gets special treatment during his arrest. And, no one's going to give you advice like the cop got in the back of the squad car. It's not going to happen. It's like, I saw a cop almost taunt somebody, about, are you hungry? Okay, why don't you have a big helping of shut the fuck up? That's the kind of shit they say to you. Because guess what? They're not going to lose business because of poor customer service. So we'll see you next time here in Criminal Lawyer Reacts. Give Iwu a little bit of love. We will make sure you subscribe. You got to subscribe. All the cool kids are subscribing to CLR Bruce Rivers. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter, find us on Facebook, sign up for Patreon. You get a free hat if you subscribe to Patreon as a paid member. And make sure that, what else? And go to CLR Bruce Rivers for all your merch needs. We'll see you next time here on Criminal Lawyer Reacts.
Bruce Rivers just broke down your case. He know all the charges that you about to face. You ain't coming home till 2058. That self-snitching gon' get you put away. Bruce Rivers just broke down your case. He know all the charges that you about to face. You ain't coming home till 2058. That self-snitching gon' get you put away. 23-hour lockdown, please, is that my God.